Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Penford Sports Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Adam Malachuk, along with
Austin Rahilly.
And we have missed 2 weeks in a row. One because you weren't able to do that 1 week because you had something going on.
Yep.
And the second, last week was Thanksgiving. I was traveling, so I wasn't able to do it. But we are back and better than ever. And you wanted to make one quick statement about a game that we're not going to be covering because
it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But I do want to say that the Washington Commanders and Taylor Heineke had put an end to the Eagles fly undefeated season so far.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that. And it makes me really happy because Taylor Heineke's my dad. So
he is your father.
He is. He is my father.
Some would say he's your daddy.
Yeah, he is my daddy, actually.
With 2 Ys?
With 4 Ys.
Good for him. Good for him.
But yeah, I just wanted to add that because I'm huge on Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, and since we last spoke, the Giants have lost twice to. Hold up a second. It's taking a long time to load.
I think we covered.
Give me 1 second. The Giants have lost twice to the Texans, or not Texans, the Cowboys, America's team. They also lost to the Lions.
Yeah, they lost on Thanksgiving.
Which wasn't great.
Against the Cowboys.
No, they didn't lose twice against the Cowboys, just once.
No, I know.
Just once. They lost against the Cowboys, and they also lost against the Lions, which made me upset. Zach was probably pretty happy about that. He should be joining us a little bit later. But last week, week 12, we are like chugging along.
Yeah, I know.
Week 12 started off Thursday night. The Bills versus Lions game, a lot closer of a game than I thought was going to be.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
28-25 Bills win that. That was...
They squeaked it out. And...
Jared Goff was looking amazing that game.
The Lions are like on kind of a comeback wave. They're playing well. I mean, playing against the Bills at that level is super impressive. I don't... You know, it's weird because Josh Allen hasn't been looking the greatest.
For these last few weeks,
games. No, it's weird. I know he had a little bit of an injury.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if that has anything to do with it.
It could.
Hopefully he turns it around. Maybe not, though. I do want to say that, obviously not this past week, but the week before, the Bills were such a soft team that they couldn't even play in a little bit of snow.
Yeah, they had to move to Chicago, right?
Detroit.
They
played at the Lions Stadium because the Lions were away.
Yeah, but did you see that snow, though?
There was like 6 feet of snow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
it was crazy. But they did their best. And Zach is actually joining us right now.
He's like, I heard the Lions. I'm joining.
He heard about the Lions. So he had to get in. He's joining right now. We'll ask him about the Lions once he finally gets in here. But, Zach, are you there? Now we wait. Are you there, Zach?
I'm here.
Listen, we just want to get your thoughts on these Lions, bro. First, they beat the Giants, and then they were in a very close game with the Bills. What are your thoughts on how the Giants are playing as of late?
The Lions, man, they always find a way to make you believe, right? They make you believe all the way up to the end until they throw the game. Every single Thanksgiving, every single year, they've enlightened an entire state that they should no longer be a program. They should move somewhere else and just start over. It's been the same thing for way too long, my guy. Way too long. The University of Michigan, we just turn things around. That's a whole other thing. We'll dive into that later.
No, I actually want to dive into that right now.
I do too, dude. So
Let's go.
I was never really a Michigan fan.
You got roped into it because
I did get roped into it. Zach and Adam, but not to mention the great Blake Corum is just.
But he didn't even really play on.
He had
on
reps,
Saturday,
but he didn't.
Dude,
and they still won by a big margin.
Absolutely stomped the mess out of Ohio State. It was the greatest game if you're a
Uh-huh.
Michigan fan.
And the first quarter was horrible, though.
Dude, the first quarter wasn't. It was bad.
It was like
bad.
was it?
But the second half, Michigan outscored Ohio State 28-3. Coach Harbaugh said, when you're a fan or when you play for, I forget what it was, but it was either when you're a fan of or when you play for the University of Michigan, you get a Super Bowl every single year, and that's versus Ohio State.
Did
And
you
that's
say
what it feels like.
28-3 and a half?
Yeah. No, after the half. Was the scoring difference. Michigan scored 28 points in the second half.
I was going to say that.
Ohio State only scored 3.
That would be the greatest comeback.
Dude, we had picks, bro. Cornelius Johnson.
Dude, that guy's a
Donovan Edwards,
dog.
bro.
Dog.
And might I say, J.J. McCarthy looked calm, cool, and collected. I was watching that game with I was in North Carolina with some of my buddies. They weren't really big fans, but they were like, holy cow, this team is good.
And I do want to add the J.J. McCarthy interview after. He said,
job not done.
We're not done.
Job not
Job's
finished.
not done.
Job not finished.
Like a boss.
I was sending voice memos to Austin, to Zach. I was texting them the whole time. I was like, this is the team that Ohio State is the team that it was going to be hard for us to beat. That's the team. I'm sorry, but I think I missed something here. 45-23. That's the team?
Yeah, that's not.
That doesn't make any sense. Zach, your thoughts? And it looks like Zach has dropped the call.
Well,
he brought it up.
Thank you, Zach.
He brought it up and then dipped on the call.
Yeah.
If he ever rejoins, then maybe we'll get him on here. But anyway, back to the NFL. Bills beat the Lions 28-25 in a real close game
on Thanksgiving.
Couple more Thanksgiving games. We had the Giants and the Cowboys. Giants lost to the Cowboys 28-20. I read like an article that was like, the Cowboys absolutely stomped the Giants out.
No.
Like, it was by 8 points.
What stomped was the 45-23 game, Michigan. That stomped.
That was stomped.
This is a one possession.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's not stomped.
Yeah, it's not stomped. But
whoever said that is.
But listen, it's whatever. I mean, the Cowboys, like I said, they'll do this. They do this every year. They'll play really well, get to the playoffs, and
I think that they're looking a lot better now, though. But compared to the last couple
of years. But they always choke in the playoffs.
Who, Giants?
No, the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
That's who I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The Cowboys will get to the playoffs and choke.
Not even to the playoffs, I don't think.
They'll listen. They'll try to get to the playoffs and then they'll choke because that's what happens to the Cowboys.
The wild card, they choke in the wild card. I can't remember the last time that the Cowboys has even made it to the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. They're trash, bro. Dak Prescott's a piece of hot garbage.
Cooper Rush is better.
Cooper
Rush was undefeated.
I was watching. I forget who it was, but someone was like talking about one of the games Dak played. They're like, that was looking more like Cooper Rush. It's like, in what world do you have to say that the starting QB is almost looking as good as the backup QB?
Doesn't make any sense. That's something what's his name would say.
Russell Wilson?
No.
Stephen A. Smith?
No.
Zach?
No. The other
Andy?
One. Andy. That's something what Andy would say there.
We haven't heard about Andy in a minute.
But
speaking of Andy, the Vikings staying on a roll. They beat the Pats.
I thought you were going to say stomped.
No, they beat the Pats. They didn't stomp them. 33-26.
And I against the number one defense in the league, the Patriots.
Yeah.
That I don't care. As a Patriots fan, I was even that mad because it was a good game. And the Vikings are what? 9-2.
They're good.
I mean, Patriots defense is good.
Yeah, you can't really complain about the Pats defense on that game.
No.
I mean, the Vikings offense is crazy, though.
Mac Jones that game.
Adam Thielen, bro.
Jetta.
Justin Jefferson, bro. Kirk Thuggins.
Bro. I love it.
Like, I don't... In what world was Kirk Cousins a Super Bowl contender? You know, like, in the last 5 years.
Kirk Cousins is, like, compared to Jared Goff, I feel like.
They both surprise you.
Yes.
It's weird. I mean, Kirk Cousins obviously more.
You know, I should have started Mac Jones.
Should you have?
Yes.
Did he get a lot? Who did you start?
Tom Brady.
Yeah, that was your first mistake.
You know how many You know how many points Mac Jones got me?
More than Tom Brady,
450 something. When has he ever put up that many points in fantasy?
That's
Never. That's
sorry.
a lot.
I'm sorry.
Brady only got me 200.
Well, next year, when we play, when I'm in your fantasy league and I have Joe Burrow as my starting QB, it's gonna be lights out.
I'm in second place right now. I have a record of 9.
Who's in first place?
If it'll let me.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
No.
Let me get you on the Wi-Fi.
But
Like
anyway,
that, talk about the Texans and Dolphins game. Good old Tua.
Yeah, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tagovailoa. Probably not at all how you say his name.
No, it's not. But was it 15-30?
Yeah.
That's
I'm surprised the Texans scored that much.
No, seriously. Against a good Dolphins defense. I would like to say, what's his name? Baker
Mayfield?
No, Jerome Baker, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
For the linebacker. He was a dog that game. He had 3 sacks and something else. But,
Who is the Houston's quarterback right now? I know it's Deshaun Watson, but he's out, right?
No, Deshaun Watson is in Cleveland.
Oh, he got traded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he comes back next week from off of suspension.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
So first place in my league is team heavy hitters, Unique Edwards.
That's the guy I played football with?
No, he lives down in Baltimore. He's 10-2. I'm 9-3. So I'm right behind him.
I do want you guys to know we did have we had a Penford Turkey Bowl.
Yes, it is up on. No, it's not on our channel.
It's not on our channel.
No, it's not.
We do have Zach on the line. I was starting QB for one team. Zach was the other. Zach, walk us through a little bit how you were feeling out there playing that QB1 position, how you felt your team did.
We were calm, cool, and collected from the beginning to the start, my guy. It was a heck of a performance. We had a couple of good receivers in the outside. We had a good center. We had a tight end, Bobby. And we were slinging the ball around, man.
Bobby?
Speaking of Bobby,
I think Bobby only caught one touchdown.
yeah, I had 6, but Bobby never. I do want to say Bobby did not count. If you watch the video, he did not count to 5 Mississippi.
Yeah.
Your guy was trolling.
The fact that I felt impressed with myself for one reason being I never played football on a team or competitive level. And I felt like I held my own out there.
I've never played QB, and look what I did.
You threw a pick.
My first.
He goes, let me play QB for one play. I say, okay. He lobs it right to another.
Yeah, we were about to score.
We literally would have scored the end zone if you just let me I would have ran it in. I ran it in for 2 tutties. I ran it in. Dude, best comment of the day. One of the guys, it was one of our first plays. It was on Zach's team, Zach Eaton.
He's a dog.
Unanimous MVP. That guy was all over the field. He has to be, bro. Yeah, don't get mad at me, bro. He has to be. If you watch that replay and you tell me, Zach, we can agree on this, right?
Listen, Austin, the pick 6 at the end is what sealed it.
Zach, we're not friends no more.
So, Zach Eaton, our guy here, Zach, handed the ball off to him, and he's running. He thinks he has a touchdown. I come flying in from the backfield, get him down, and he goes...
The camera angle was, like, horrible, but all I saw was the white socks.
Yeah.
Fucking just flying down. I'm like, holy, is that Adam?
I have speed, bro. And he says...
he said, I am speed.
He literally goes, man, he said, I thought I had a touchdown. That kid's got wheels. He doesn't look like it, but he does. And I said, everybody's surprised when Adam gets moving. He gets moving.
Right.
I rewatched that and I was like, is the speed on this video faster or is it? And I made sure it was the original speed. I was like, holy cow, I was kind of moving.
Fast forward.
I was kind of moving. But it was a great game.
We lost.
Austin and I's team lost.
14-13. Whoever ideal
somebody,
was.
yeah. What ended up happening is we had the lead by 1. In the first, the goal was
10.
First to 10.
It was
right?
20, but we realized.
But it was getting dark.
Yeah.
And so it was like first to 10. And so we get 10, and we're like, and we're about to walk off the field like, yeah, good game, whatever.
Someone on our team was like, you gotta win by 2.
We gotta win. He goes, do we gotta win by 2? And then of course someone on the other team was like, oh, this is our chance. Yeah, you have to win by 2. In football, bro.
That's basketball.
In football, you don't gotta win by. Bro, it was the first to 10 touchdowns. And let me say, like, the first couple, like, each team all got the first 3 touchdowns.
No,
but then
we were neck and
but
neck
then
the
after
whole
that,
way.
it was like, okay, they're getting stopped. We're getting stopped. I was flinging that football out of the pocket before I could even see who my receivers were open. Like, they were all like, I was wide open. I'm like, you have to understand, like, when I have a guy rushing me that isn't on, like, he's not even abiding by the rules of counting to 5 before he even comes at me, I just got to get it away. So, like, I thought, watching it back, we had some good throws. Zach had some great throws, a couple of bombs.
Dude, he can throw. He can sling.
I said it, bro.
I think you did tell me that.
I was like, Zach's weapon is that he can throw a football.
Bazooka.
He's got a cannon. But it was a good game. Overall, great time. That's our first annual Penford Sports.
Yeah. There will be one next year.
There will be. Next year, we're going to record it all and put it on YouTube.
We'll have bigger equipment.
Yeah, I mean, the equipment we had this year, like, we recorded it. But
it was just on the fly, basically.
It got dark, and the video wasn't that great. I might... We'll see, like, for next year if we can get better cameras and whatnot and get at least some better footage. But all around, it was a great time. That was last weekend. Zach came all the way up here to New England just to show these.
Yeah, I was like, when did you get in? He's like,
last at 9. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, you travel up here just for that? You're a dog.
It wasn't just for that. It was to see me, right, Zach?
Listen, I'm a true dog, but yes.
And me.
Yeah.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah, it was a good time. All right, back to the NFL.
We got Bengals and Titans.
My guy Joe Burrow getting it done. I love this man.
Not by much.
But it's the Titans, though.
Oh, Titans are 7-4?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Titans are good.
I didn't know.
The Titans had a real quick comeback after, like, the first 3 games or whatnot.
Yo, Derrick Henry fumbled 3 times.
Dude.
3.
Dude, Derrick Henry.
I don't think he's ever fumbled 3 times in a season.
Derrick Henry someone punched the ball out
At the 1. And then...
Is that what it was? And
yeah,
then someone
he was,
recovered it, yeah. They punched the ball out at the 1.
I'm trying to think of his name. Wide receiver for the Titans. He's a rookie. Is it Treylon Burks?
I have no clue.
Yeah, Treylon Burks recovered it for a touchdown.
But alas, the Bengals won in true Bengal fashion. Joe Burrow was feeling himself, as he always does. Then we had the Broncos and Panthers. Broncos country, let's ride. And they rode straight to an L.
Good one.
Russell Wilson, I read a stat that
He's
Carson
garbage.
Wentz this season has more passing touchdowns than Russell Wilson.
Are you serious?
And he hasn't played for like 6 weeks. But hey.
Russell Wilson's just garbage.
But hey, Broncos country, let's ride.
Yeah.
Let's ride. What do you think about that, Zach? What do you think about good old Russ?
Man, I loved him at North Carolina State. He was a great player. I said, this guy's got some talent, bro. Then he transferred up to Wisconsin. And I said, watch out for Russell Wilson, baby. Watch out for Russ. This guy's short, right? He's a short guy, but he can throw it well. Very athletic. Very athletic outside the pocket. So he plays a great year at Wisconsin. They come up a little bit short because they're in the Big Ten. And the Big Ten's got a lot of dogs, baby.
You know the Big Ten it's the hardest division in football. In college football. Yeah, it is 100% owned by... I think Michigan's going for it all this year, and I think they're going to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that
Blake Corum will be...
Blake Corum will be the undisputed Heisman winner.
He'll be ready for next week.
And the big question is, can they beat Georgia? They didn't last year, but I think this team is a much different team than it was last year. We got some real star potential. You know, last year we had Hassan Haskins. Guy's an absolute dog. This year we got Blake Corum. Guy's an even bigger dog. Like, I am not at all worried about Georgia.
He's a country boy, right? He grew up in Virginia.
Who?
Blake Corum.
Really?
He grew up in a small town, Virginia, and he actually convinced his mom to drive him 2 hours every day to school.
Wow.
To Maryland.
Just so we could play at that.
In Baltimore. Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So, so Russell Wilson's a disappointment. Was Baker?
Wilson was going a little journey here.
Baker Mayfield did not play.
God. Zach.
For Russell Wilson, he came up a little short in the Big Ten, okay, and then he gets drafted very high for being a short guy. Okay, we're back in the Russell Wilson story now. He goes into the Seahawks. Peaks very early. Very early.
He did.
He goes to the Super Bowl. Almost wins, right?
Yep.
And he gets traded to the...
Well, no, he did win one year.
I don't think he won a Super Bowl.
He did.
Yeah, he did. It was the year.
We literally had this discussion one time on the podcast.
It was the year before they got beat against the.
It was,
Pats.
because they went to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Okay, so the guy's got a ring. So he's legit, right? He's legit.
He was
Well, now,
legit.
yeah. Now he's
right
not.
now,
He's dog water.
right now, he got transferred out to the Broncos. He's been made a fucking meme, right? He's a complete meme, and he's facing a lot of adversity. So can this guy bounce back? It's gonna be tough for him. He's short.
He's short.
The great quarterbacks are tall, my guy. The great quarterbacks are tall. They can seal the pocket easily. So I think that Russell Wilson's got that dog in him, but he's got a long ways to go to get back to the top.
I must add that Mr. Doug Flutie, he was 5'10", and
Oh yeah.
he's in the Hall of Fame. So I mean, it's not. What was that saying? It's not the size of the dog in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the dog type thing.
Something like that.
And
But Russell Wilson is short. Let the record show.
he is.
But if the dog gets
And the guy gets in huddles with himself. The guy will get he'll get in like the middle of Mile High Stadium, and he'll get in a huddle with himself. And he'll be like, break. Who are you talking to, bro? Who are you talking to? Good gosh. Show this to the camera. Step brothers, Zach Wilson and Russell Wilson. And it's funny we say that because the next game, the Jets benched Mr. Zach Wilson.
Oh yeah, who was Mike White?
Mike White.
Dude,
And Mike White
he has more completions than Russell Wilson did the last 2 years.
My question is when is Zach Wilson? You mean Zach Wilson? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say Russell?
You said, yeah.
Oh, Zach. Sorry.
When is Zach Wilson going to take ownership and blame for his own mistakes? You know, it's always not his fault. Have you noticed that?
Some BYU quarterbacks, man.
The Jets throttled the Bills, 31-10. And Mike White was looking like a champ. He was slinging the football. Like, why haven't they been playing this guy all along? You know,
He was the third-string QB behind
And
Flacco.
right? And I don't see Zach Wilson starting for a while now.
Not after that game.
Absolutely not. You know, we love the tale of the backup QB. It's been pretty fun to watch this year. You know, with the Panthers,
PJ Walker.
PJ Walker,
Dog.
with the Cowboys
He
when
played
Dak,
in the
with the Cowboys when Dak was out.
Cooper Rush.
I can't say enough about the 49ers.
Taylor Heineke.
Taylor Heineke, like the list goes on, and it's like, why are we shelling out money to people? I mean, even Mac Jones is playing well now, but even
Bailey Zappi,
dude, like these quarterbacks are good.
These
Second,
backup
third string
quarterbacks they're on the rise, I think.
Yeah, I think you're gonna see like, I'd love to see Mike White become the franchise quarterback. And
I believe it's possible.
And Zach Wilson's done. So, yeah.
I think Zach Wilson's going to pull another Johnny Manziel and just go to Canadian football.
Oof. Well,
That's where he belongs.
Johnny Manziel couldn't play the NFL because of drugs, I thought. I don't think he had an option.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Tim
Tebow went to Canada.
Tim Tebow, sorry.
Yeah. But even Tim Tebow's a good quarterback.
In college.
And he was a great quarterback in college, but it's crazy to me because like a lot of the best quarterbacks right now, you don't really hear much about them in college. Like, I mean, the only time you heard about Joe Burrow was when LSU won the Natty. That was the only thing that was the first time anybody heard of Joe Burrow. And then, of course, because he's a good-looking guy, looks kind of like myself, all of the girls were swooning over him and in love with him.
And guys.
You know, guys like us. And it's on brand for him. So he became an icon. And, yeah, so it is interesting to see, like, a lot of these big quarterbacks people shell out lots of money for are just not performing at the level they used to. I feel like a lot of the quarterbacks that have been drafted the last couple of years are just meh. Just meh.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Falcons, go ahead.
I'm just adding here real quick. So I fact-checked Austin on the whole Hall of Fame thing with Doug Flutie, and it looks like he was in the College Hall of Fame and also the Canadian Football League Hall of Fame, but not the NFL.
No, he's not. No.
Not the NFL.
No, he wasn't in the NFL Hall of Fame. No.
Poor little
Shit.
Flutie.
Because
Literally.
he wasn't talent. He wasn't talent enough to be in the NFL Hall of Fame.
Oof. Who are some other good? Lamar Jackson is pretty short, isn't he?
No.
He looks short.
I think he's 6'2".
Look up how tall Lamar is.
Kyler Murray, I believe, is short.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's a midget, but he's also trash.
So Drew Brees was like the most successful guy.
6'2", yeah.
But
Drew Brees was a dog.
The most consistent quarterback I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm talking over Brady too.
Oh yeah, because
Drew Brees,
he always delivered.
very, very consistent.
Yeah. Commanders and Falcons. Taylor Heineke, your guy.
Getting it done again.
Got it done again, 19-13. Then we got the Browns and the Buccaneers.
Whoa, we're skipping right over them.
What else do you want to say about that game? Aside from
They're on a roll, dude.
Yeah, they're on a roll. Taylor Heineke's great.
Okay, good. Bucks, Browns.
Tom Brady looks like dog water.
Listen, I'm sick of it.
Sick of what? Tom Brady sucking? Because I'm sick of it too. The Browns beat the Buccaneers, dude. The Browns.
By one possession.
It doesn't matter.
In overtime.
It doesn't matter. It was the Browns. Tom Brady cannot connect with any of his receivers this year.
That's a hard
Mike
game.
Evans is trash. This season, he's trash.
Tom Brady's not delivering to him more.
You watch the games. You watch the games, and Brady's throwing them on the money, and these people are dropping it out of their hands. It's an embarrassment of a team. This is the team that 2 years ago they won the Super Bowl. Last year they were in the playoffs.
This year they're going to the playoffs.
And they're losing to the Browns. Yeah, they'll go to the playoffs and choke.
Because, no, we all know Brady. Second half of the season, playoffs. That's when he comes out.
Yeah, because history has shown us one thing, is that Brady shows out in the second half of the season.
You're my friend again now.
When was he never your friend? Oh, after you lost?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's right, I was throwing 12 touchdowns against you guys, my guy.
You know what my favorite part of that video was? And I'm not trying to be rude here, but Austin's super slow spin move.
Dude, I saw that. Dude, I think I came back to the huddle. I'm like, was that slow motion? Because I felt like it was slow motion.
It was so slow. When we watched it back, we were dying, bro. I was like,
It's like when you're in first person view, it's like, you're going mad fast.
It was funny.
But on video, it's like,
oh.
I remember
yeah.
live.
Yeah, we Zach and I saw it live, and we were like, what?
Slow motion live, yeah. I'm the guy that got you down live.
Listen, I was faster and skinnier in high school. If I still had that.
I think we all were.
Yeah.
It was comical. It was comical, my guy.
You still played as a dog. There were a couple touchdowns you dove for the touchdown.
Yeah, I beat Zach there on the edge there.
Dude, I outran Zach. But, yeah.
Next game, Jaguars and Ravens. Jags.
One game, bro.
1 point game.
Like.
27-28. Jags win that. Mr. Trevor Lawrence.
What a guy. What a game.
Dude, Travis Etienne. Travis or Trevor? No, it's Travis. Travis Etienne cannot stay healthy. He's back in concussion protocol, and I haven't got the update yet, but he missed the first half of the season. Last half of the last season.
Last season, yeah.
I'm like, dude, this guy is he's a bust. He just can't stay healthy. So, and they traded Robinson to the Jets, so they don't have anybody now.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's, not looking good for them.
No.
At all.
But they clearly got the dub, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The Ravens are a weird team to me because they're very hit or miss.
They're never consistent.
Not consistent at all. Like, one week they look great, next week they look like dog water.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's gonna happen with them. Jaguars squeaked out a win though by 1 point. Then we have the Raiders and the Seahawks.
40-30.
Another team, bro.
See,
I don't.
no, hold on. This goes back to us saying this doesn't make sense.
This is the weirdest season of NFL I've ever watched in my life, bro. The Raiders, dude. The
They
Raiders,
lost like 5 in a row, and then they come out and beat the Seahawks.
who have been on a tear all season long.
Right. I don't get it.
How?
The Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Derek Carr, bro. I don't know if he's praying a little extra or what, but
I must say, Josh Jacobs, though, guy's a dog.
big dog.
He had, I forget the exact stats, but I know in my fantasy league, he got me 355
Wow.
points as a running back.
That's crazy.
The most I've ever seen is maybe 250, but almost 350 is insane for a running back. But
But the Raiders, they beat him out in overtime.
squeaked it out.
Next game we had Chargers and Cardinals. Chargers just squeaked it by with 1 point over the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, the short little midget that he is, lost.
I don't get it. Chargers over the offseason built this dynasty of a defense,
And they're dog water.
and they haven't used it at all.
It's crazy.
Who they have? Bosa, Mack, Derwin James, Kyle Van Noy from the Patriots. Who's the other cornerback there from the Patriots? I forget, but they have like 6 all-stars on that team, and they're losing to the Cardinals. Oh no, they won. They won
by 1 point.
but by 1 point.
Yeah.
Apparently their dynasty ain't that good.
They're still not the worst team in LA.
No.
That would be the Rams. We'll talk about that game next.
God.
49ers shut out the Saints. 13-0.
dude.
Jimmy G, man.
Jimmy G's a G. He is a G.
That's my dude. I am so glad. This is going to sound insensitive.
Yeah, Trey Lance.
I'm kind of glad Trey Lance got injured because I didn't see Trey Lance being the QB for this team.
No, I don't know. It's
Jimmy
not going to
G-
be as good, but it's going to...
Jimmy G is going to make a crazy amount of money this year
Mm.
because he was already making $15 million, and then because he was the backup, there was like a deal where he could make so much based off every game he played, and then even more bonus off games he won. This guy is like going to be one of the wealthiest, highest paid quarterbacks this season.
Mm.
And not by design, because this guy stepped up.
I feel like in San Fran, it's going to be... I don't know. Give it like 3 or 4 more years, and they're going to have a... Steve Young and...
You're the facts, man.
I know. Steve Young and Joe Montana
Yeah.
duo thing again. Between Trey Lance and...
Jimmy G.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Unless Jimmy G goes somewhere.
Yeah.
That's an option.
But
And
and
there's gonna
if
be
Trey Lance stays
There's a
healthy.
lot of teams that would want to pick up a guy like Jimmy G.
Mm.
So, we'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Then we had the Rams, the worst team in football, facing off against the Chiefs, and the Chiefs beat them 26-10. Good old Patrick Mahomes won himself another one.
I hate him.
Eagles and Packers. Now, this was a game right down to the wire.
One possession game.
one possession game, one touchdown game. The Eagles beat the Packers. For a little bit in the fourth quarter, Aaron Rodgers was looking like Aaron Rodgers.
No, what is that supposed to mean?
He was looking good.
Okay.
He was looking like... What? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
He was looking like the Aaron Rodgers of his heyday.
Right.
And I thought they were going to pull it off, but unfortunately they didn't. And the Eagles beat them 40-33. And then Monday night, the Steelers beat the Colts. The Colts had a chance to win this game, or at least tie it before overtime, and they didn't call a timeout. There were like 11 seconds on the clock. Had timeouts. Did not call it.
I wonder why.
Jeff Saturday.
No, I think it was Monday.
No, Jeff said. Saturday is for the boys.
Yeah.
I want to see Jeff Saturday.
Is Kenny Pickett starting?
Yeah.
Steelers?
Steelers, yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And they've had TJ Watt back, so that's been helpful. But
Minka Fitzpatrick's back too.
that is that's the score update from last week. Zach, do you have anything you want to add about? You kind of jumped off when we were talking about the University of Michigan. Is there anything you want to add to that before we get into next week?
There's a few things I would like to add to this podcast at this moment, Adam. One of them is that I actually believe that my team was the first one to 10 in. You guys said no, we had to win by 2.
That's actually not what happened. We won.
I believe that's how that happened.
That's absolutely not at all how it happened.
I believe it is, actually.
I promise you that's not how it happened.
Run the game tape back.
I will.
Run the game tape in the podcast and we'll let people
What,
see. So
what is he saying?
He's saying that we didn't get to 10 first. You guys tried to argue and say that we weren't. And I had to go back to you and walk you
Actually,
on the field.
When we checked, it was 11-10.
Yeah.
Us.
And I had to walk you through every single one of the touchdowns through the whole game. And then finally you guys were like, oh yeah, I guess that is right.
No.
All I know is there was a full-blown out war between two players at one point. They were calling each other terrible names. They were about to fist fight. I said, guys, what's the deal here? This is two-touch football. What are we doing here?
I'm a Jew.
I said, stop the racial slurs. I'm a Jew. And then I threw it to Billy Bull for an end zone pass, and he actually is Jewish. So it all worked out. It all worked out. But
That's exactly what we were expecting.
But you didn't answer my question. I asked about the University of Michigan, not the flag football game.
Oh, yeah, I was getting there. So, Saturday morning, everybody was a little queasy. We beat Ohio State last year very convincingly with that rushing attack. 5 touchdowns by Hassan Haskins.
The workhorse.
Aiden Hutchinson had like 3 or 4 sacks. So we knew we had to have some guys step up, right? And going into the game, we didn't know if we were going to have our star.
Dude, nobody knew about Blake Corum until he stepped on the field. And even then, nobody knew about Blake Corum.
I don't either.
It was like, what's going to happen?
So he stepped on the field. First couple plays, you realize that knee is not okay. So Blake Corum can't go. Our star player, Heisman candidate, he can't go.
I still think he's going to win Heisman, though.
What was that, Austin?
I said, I think he still might win Heisman.
Oh, no, he's not going to win. It's going to Caleb Williams at USC.
You think so?
You think so?
Oh, that guy's been a dog this second half of the season. Watch his footwork in the pocket. He looks like a Patrick Mahomes or, some of the other guys, the Kyler Murray. So this guy's getting really talented. So back to Michigan, man. J.J. McCarthy steps up.
Dog.
He's throwing deep ball.
Bro, dude, the game last week when JJ ran out and blocked for...
Yeah.
Dude, that was nuts. JJ just full force, bro. Looked like he was on the defensive line, just trucked a guy. And
He's got
that dog in him.
He's got that dog in him, bro. At the end of the Ohio State game, after we beat him down 45-23, JJ grabs the mic and he says, "Job's not finished yet.
Not finished.
Job's not finished."
Not finished.
Amazing attitude by JJ.
And it's not finished because we're going for it all this year.
This Michigan team's on a mission.
Yeah.
They want to beat Georgia. They want to take down the big.
Yeah, no, they just threw Blake Corum out there like it's either you swim or you drown, and he's swimming, dude.
He's doing what he can.
Yeah.
He's doing what he can.
But he will be back next week.
The story of the day on the ground was our backup running back, Donovan Edwards, number 7.
He's a hoss.
Dude, Donovan Edwards ran for 2 long touchdowns.
Long touchdowns over 70 yards with a broken hand. He had one hand.
Yeah, he had a.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. Holy cow.
And you know who else is a dog? That wide receiver,
Cornelius Johnson.
No, he's a dog.
Good old Cornelius
He's
Johnson.
a dog.
He stepped up big.
Dude, some of those catches he had,
Mm-hmm.
Insane. All right, let's get quickly into the games for next week. We'll go in the order of me, Austin, Zach. Give your prediction for Bills and Patriots. I'm going with the Bills.
I'm going with the Patriots. You know, they almost beat the Vikings, and they had the same record as the Bills, so.
I'm going with the Bills, of course. I just want to say one last little thing on Michigan. Mikey Sanders still. Safety number 0. He stepped up. Huge.
He's a dog.
Do you know he used to be a wide receiver?
He used to be a wide receiver. He converted last year to safety. He's a dog out there.
Great. Yeah. You know why they call him 0, right? We know why his number is 0, right? Because nothing get past him.
Ain't nothing getting past Mikey.
Not Mikey.
But I'm going with the Bills, baby.
Packers and Bears. Give me the Packers.
Yeah, give me the Packers there.
Give me the, traditionally Aaron
The Green Bay Cowboys, Zach.
He owns the city of Chicago, so I'm going with the Packers.
All right, Steelers and Falcons. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah, give me Falcons in this one.
Fly birds fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of you have the feel for steel. Whatever. Jets and Vikings.
No, I just
Let's go
I don't have the ticket for Pickett.
Ooh. Jets and Vikings. Give me the Vikings. They're on a roll.
Yeah, Vikings.
Give me the Jets.
Ooh. Jaguars and Lions. I think those Lions got a little bit more fight than those Jags. I think the Lions are going to tear them apart like it's the Sahara.
Yeah, I'm going Lions.
The rest of the season, the Lions lose out. Give me the Jags.
It's surprising.
He hates the Lions, bro.
He loves the Lions.
Dude, Lions fans have a weird relationship with their team.
Love-hate relationship.
Yeah. Titans and Eagles. Give me the Titans, bro. I want to see Derrick Henry stomp all over the Eagles.
And not fumble.
Yeah.
Give me Titans. I know the Eagles are going to win, but.
Zach?
Titans, Eagles.
Okay. Browns and Texans. Give me the Browns.
Yeah, give me the Browns.
Give me the Texans.
Interesting picks.
Okay, Andy.
Giants, Commanders. I'm
No.
going Giants all day. God say it.
You know what? Only reason why I'm saying Giants is because they lost, 2 straight?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be on a roll here.
Give me the Giants.
Yeah, Giants.
Give me that 3-game losing streak. Commanders.
Broncos and Ravens. Let's go. Bronco country. Let's ride. I'm going. Maybe Russell Wilson pulls something out to this next week. Maybe. Everybody's got a couple crazy. Zach's got a lot of crazy picks this game, so I'm gonna throw one in. I'm gonna throw mine.
I'm
gonna throw your hat into it.
I'm changing mine to Commanders.
Tough.
Yep. And I got the Ravens.
I was actually gonna say Ravens, but now I have to say Broncos.
Orange or purple? That's what it boils down to.
Who has the better uniforms?
They go great together. I gotta say, it's going to the Ravens. It's going to the Ravens.
49ers and Dolphins.
Ooh.
I don't think
I think
Tua
that's the
has
game of the
anything
week.
on Jimmy G.
I think this is the game of the week, though.
Give me Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, man. Mark my words, this one's going into overtime.
Give us a pick, bro.
I'm 49ers.
That's what I thought. Zach.
Who's the other team?
It's the 49ers and the Dolphins.
Give me them Dolphins. That's right.
Seahawks and Rams. Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks. That was quick.
I like the St. Louis Rams in this one.
He said St. Louis Rams.
Dude, you're killing me, Zach. Chargers and Raiders. Go Raiders.
I'll go Chargers.
Every week, man, it's gotta be gory.
Every week.
Let's go.
Bengals and Chiefs. This is the showdown from last season. Last time they met up, Joe Burrow stomped the life out of Patty Mahomes. Made him cry.
Patty McFaddy.
I'm going the Bengals. Joe Burrow's going to put on a heck of a show.
I don't know. I hate to do it, but I might go Chiefs. Only Jamar Chase isn't in.
He might be back.
Well, if he's back, then Bengals. Let's just put it that way.
I'm going Bengals.
Like we were talking about Tom Brady earlier, he gets better late in the season. It's the same thing with Patty Mahomes. This guy's a good
Do not compare Patrick Mahomes.
I actually disagree. I think a close comparison would be Joe Burrow to that. Because Joe Burrow's been getting better as the season goes on.
A lot of people don't like Patty Mahomes, but he's got that dog in him, okay?
Listen, I like him. I respect his talent. Like, who else can throw the ball 45 yards?
Josh Allen.
While falling?
While doing State Farm commercials.
But
Double check. Aaron Rodgers was better at State Farm commercials than Patrick Mahomes is.
That's fair. Aaron Rodgers was the yeah.
He was way better. Patrick Mahomes is like, you can get your discount double check. Blue 80. It's just embarrassment.
They're no good, but he's doing them anyways. He's a fantastic quarterback. He's got a lot of talent. I think this could be a special year for the Chiefs. Although I like the Bills to go up all the way this year. I mean, I think the Chiefs have got to hit them, so they're going to win this game. They're going to win a lot of games late in the season, I would say. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
100%. Disagree.
Colts, Cowboys. Oh, I gotta go Cowboys.
I'm going Cowboys.
Give me them Green Bay Cowboys, baby. Let's go.
The Green Bay Cowboys. And then our last game.
Saints, Buccaneers.
Give me the Bucks.
Yes, sir.
If Drew Brees is playing, give me them Saints.
He's not playing.
They give me them Saints anyway.
Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Oh, Lord, I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Go marching in. All right. Well, that's the episode. Oh, you just want to conveniently take a call to get off the podcast?
No.
Fine, we'll end it right here. We'll be back next week. We're not skipping another week until the season's over.
We're not.
So, we will see you next week. As always, thank you for watching, viewing. Please like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and we will see you next week on the Penford Sports Podcast.